There comes a time in a person's life when the constant noise in the mind becomes too loud to ignore, when the endless spirals of worry, regret, future fears, and internal arguments begin to feel like a weight that no amount of success, achievement, or distraction can lift. It creeps up quietly for some and violently for others. You wake up in the morning already anxious, you go through the day feeling disconnected, and at night the mind refuses to rest. You may have wealth, yet feel empty. You may have friends, yet feel alone. You may have opportunities, yet feel imprisoned. And there, in that invisible battle that no one sees, lies the need for something deeper, something still, something real, something powerful. If you love powerful, insightful, and life-changing books, then you found the right channel. Every week, we break down the ideas that transform mindsets, elevate success, and shift lives. So don't miss out. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because you'll want to catch every book we review. Let's continue. Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now begins at this very point. It is not merely a book, it is an interruption, an intervention, a wake-up call reminding you that the life you were desperately searching for is not hidden in the future, nor buried in the past, but waiting quietly in the present moment. It argues a truth that is uncomfortable, yet liberating. The greatest suffering in your life is created by your mind, not your circumstances. Tolle invites you into a journey that challenges everything you think you know about happiness, peace, and self-identity. It is a journey into presence, into the now, where joy, clarity, and freedom reside. And he begins by showing you the prison you've lived in without realizing it, the prison of unconscious thought. To understand this prison, you must first understand the nature of the mind. Human beings have an extraordinary gift, the ability to think, reason, imagine, plan, create, and analyze. Yet this gift becomes a curse when it dominates instead of serves. Tolle explains that most people do not use their mind uses them. They are trapped in a continuous stream of mental noise that pulls them away from the present moment. This is why so many people feel stressed, anxious, or dissatisfied even when nothing is wrong. This resonates with the ancient wisdom of Buddha, who said the mind is everything. What you think, you become. Tolle builds on this by reminding us that the mind is also everything you suffer until you learn to step outside of it. A powerful lesson emerges from here. Awareness is the beginning of freedom. When you become aware of your thoughts, when you hear your mind talking without being swallowed by it, you gain the first taste of liberation. The moment you observe your thinking, you realize you are not your thoughts, you are the one who is aware of them. This shift, though subtle, is revolutionary. It's the difference between drowning in a river and standing on the shore watching the river flow. The river is still there, but you are no longer trapped inside it. To bring this to life, consider a recent example from American tennis star Naomi Osaka, who openly shared her battles with anxiety and mental overload. What overwhelmed her was not the sport, it was the mind. The noise of expectations, media narratives, doubts, and internal pressure created suffering. When she began practicing awareness, mindfulness, and grounding techniques, she reported feeling more present and less controlled by thoughts. Her struggle and breakthrough reflect exactly what Tolle teaches. Peace begins when you stop believing every thought your mind throws at you. Once you understand that thoughts are not you, the next lesson naturally appears. The past and the future are illusions created by the mind. Tolle explains that the only time that truly exists is the present moment. The past is memory, the future is imagination. Yet most people live trapped between these two illusory worlds, regretting what they cannot change and fearing what has not yet happened. This is why anxiety is so widespread globally, from New York to Nairobi, from Lagos to London. The human mind constantly pulls people away from what is real. A 2023 study by the American Psychological Association showed that worrying about the future is now one of the leading sources of stress. But worrying is simply the mind rehearsing a tragedy that hasn't happened. This becomes clearer when observing people who have endured extreme hardship yet remain present. Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist Viktor Frankl wrote, "When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves." And what did he learn about surviving the unimaginable? That suffering worsens when the mind dwells on fear. Strength grows when attention returns to the moment, this breath, this step, this minute of life. From this understanding arises the next insight. The now is not just a moment, it is life itself. Everything beautiful, meaningful, and real can only occur in the present moment. Love can only be felt now. Creativity happens now. Joy arises now. Even physical sensations only exist now. Yet the irony is that many people miss their entire lives, not because something is wrong, but because they are not here to experience it. They are physically present, but mentally elsewhere. Think of the modern American worker constantly multitasking, replying to emails while on Zoom, checking news alerts while eating, scrolling social media while talking to a loved one. This constant cognitive fragmentation creates exhaustion, emotional numbness, and chronic stress. Tolle explains that this is the price of unconscious living. To escape this trap, he introduces the idea of the pain body, the emotional baggage stored in the mind and body from past hurts. The pain body becomes active when triggered and feeds on negative emotions like anger, blame, resentment, or self-pity. This explains why some people overreact to small issues or feel a sudden, uncontrollable wave of sadness or rage. It is not the present causing suffering, it is the past rising through the pain body.
A practical example is the global increase in emotional triggers on social media. A single comment can ignite anger. A photo can trigger envy. A video can evoke deep sadness. Tolle's teachings explain that these reactions often have little to do with the content itself and everything to do with unhealed emotional patterns from the past. But he offers a solution: bring presence into the pain body. When you stay aware of the emotion without judging it, resisting it, or fueling it with thoughts, it loses its power. Awareness dissolves emotional pain the way sunlight dissolves mist. From this emerges another profound lesson. Surrender is strength, not weakness. Most people fight life. They resist what is happening, argue with reality, deny their emotions, or constantly wish circumstances were different. This resistance creates suffering. Tolle explains that true peace comes from accepting the present moment as it is, not because you approve of it, but because it already exists. To illustrate, consider global events like the COVID-19 pandemic. Millions were thrown into uncertainty. Some resisted the reality, spiraling into frustration and emotional turmoil. Others accepted what they could not control and redirected their energy toward adaptability, inner peace, or community support. Those who embraced presence experienced more emotional stability. Those who resisted suffered more mentally. Surrender is not passivity, it is clarity. When you stop fighting the moment, your mind becomes free to take effective action. This leads into the next insight. The present moment is where all power resides. You can only solve a problem now. You can only change your mindset now. You can only take action now. Everything else is mental projection. Athletes demonstrate this truth every day. Consider NFL quarterback Tom Brady, who repeatedly emphasizes mental presence during high-pressure moments. He once said he performs best when he is fully in the moment, not thinking about past mistakes or future scores. His extraordinary success reflects Tolle's teaching. Presence amplifies performance. From this understanding grows another lesson. You are not the mind. You are the conscious awareness behind the mind. This is the heart of the book. Tolle explains that when you observe your thoughts instead of identifying with them, you enter a higher state of consciousness. In this state, stress fades, worry dissolves, and inner calm increases because the mind no longer controls you. This teaching aligns with the Taoist wisdom of Lao Tzu. To the mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders. The stillness Tolle refers to is not the absence of life, it is the presence of your true self. In this space of presence, a new form of intelligence emerges, one that is intuitive, creative, and deeply peaceful. Artists call it the flow state. Psychologists call it mindfulness. Tolle simply calls it being. When you are fully present, actions become effortless, clarity increases, and life feels harmonious. The world has seen countless examples of this. Steve Jobs frequently spoke about the importance of intuition, presence, and staying connected to the now. Many of his most groundbreaking ideas, like the iPod and iPhone, were born in moments of quiet reflection, not frantic mental analysis. Globally, spiritual leaders like the Dalai Lama embody presence through calm, clarity, and compassion rooted in the now. As you live more in the present, you begin to notice another truth. Life is happening for you, not to you. When you meet each moment with acceptance instead of resistance, challenges transform into teachers. Pain becomes growth. Loss becomes renewal. Obstacles become doorways. This shift has been witnessed in the lives of people who faced adversity and emerged enlightened. Consider American entrepreneur Sarah Blakely, founder of Spanx, who attributes her success not to certainty, but to embracing the unknown, staying present, and learning moment by moment. Global icons like Mo Ibrahim, the Sudanese billionaire philanthropist, emphasize presence and intention as foundations of impactful leadership. One lesson flows into the next. Presence deepens your relationships. Most conflicts in relationships are not caused by circumstances, but by the ego, by defensiveness, blame, assumptions, and mental narratives. When you are present, you listen without reacting. You speak with clarity. You love without fear. You see the humanity in others. Tolle explains that presence dissolves ego, allowing compassion to take its place. This is why mindful communication is transforming workplaces across America. Companies like Google and Salesforce now integrate mindfulness training for employees, recognizing that presence fosters teamwork, emotional intelligence, and leadership. From presence comes another profound realization. True happiness is not something you chase, it is something you allow. The mind thinks happiness is in the next milestone, more money, a better relationship, a bigger opportunity. But happiness only exists now. If you cannot feel joy in the present, you won't feel it in the future, because the future becomes the present when you arrive. This truth is echoed in the famous words of philosopher Alan Watts. We are always getting ready to live, but never living. Tolle urges readers to stop postponing life, to feel gratitude for this breath, this step, this moment. Gratitude itself is a doorway into presence. When you appreciate what is here, anxiety about what is not fades. Studies from Harvard show that gratitude reduces stress, improves sleep, and increases happiness. This is not coincidence. It is because gratitude anchors you in the now. Living this way leads to a profound internal transformation. Life stops feeling like a struggle. Instead of forcing outcomes, you flow with them. Instead of fearing uncertainty, you embrace it. Instead of resisting change, you adapt to it.
The world's greatest innovators exhibit this mindset. Elon Musk often describes a mental presence zone where he connects deeply with the problem at hand, free from noise and distraction. In global communities, from Japanese Zen monasteries to African spiritual traditions, presence, stillness, and mindfulness have long been seen as the foundation of wisdom. The culmination of Tolle's teachings becomes clear.
When you master the now, you master your life. You are no longer controlled by fear, regret, mental noise, or emotional triggers. You move through life with a grounded peace that cannot be shaken by external circumstances. You become the observer, the aware one, the conscious presence behind your thoughts, emotions, and actions. This is the freedom Tolle wants for every reader. This is the power of the now. When you live in the present moment, your mind becomes still. Your anxiety decreases. Your decisions become clearer. Your relationships deepen. Your creativity expands. Your happiness becomes stable. And your life becomes fully lived. As Tolle puts it, realize deeply that the present moment is all you ever have. The future will come, the past will remain history, but the now, the eternal, ever-unfolding moment, is the only place where life truly exists. When you step into it, you step into freedom. If this message resonated with you, subscribe and join us for more wisdom that fuels growth.